Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. It's been a while. So how are you all doing? Which country are you watching me from? Which country are you listening to me from? Wherever you are, peace be unto you. Our brothers and sisters are in fasting right now. Do you do anything to assist them in prayers, or do you join them in fasting and prayers? If you cannot join them in fasting, join them in prayers. It's all prayers. Whether Christian pray, whether Muslim pray, the most important is that prayer is prayer. And the most important of it, the result of any prayer is peace and prosperity, which is not supposed to be the topic of today. But we're only using that to wish our brothers and sisters in Islam fasting and praying at this season a peaceful and comfortable fasting. I wish them happy Ramadan. The topic of today had to do with talking. A lot of people have been saying talking is cheap. Most people don't seem to understand the meaning of talking is cheap. If you listen to the synopsis I did for TikTok, it's just a summary of what I'm trying to elaborate here today. A lot of people don't seem to understand when they say talk is cheap. Yes, it's cheap, but a lot of people are using this talk to make money. A lot of people are living on talk that you think is cheap. A lot of people made their livelihood from talking. I'm talking of broadcasters on TV and radio. They live on talking. They live on broadcasting news. They live on reporting news. I'm talking of journalists. A lot of them live and survive on talking. It's still talking that you said is cheap. A lot of people are living on it and they are surviving on it. And they are using it to become great. We have orators. We have poetries. They talk and you listen to them. You say, yes, these people are making sense. A lot of people are living on talking. Especially the advertisement companies. What do? They talk. They converse. They talk to you. They use talk to attract you. For you to see their product or for you to buy their product. Go to the marketplaces. I'm talking of our local marketplaces. I'm not talking of shopping malls. Marketplaces, when you go there today, you hear them, inviting you as their customers to come and buy their products. It's still talking. It's not talking is just not just a mere talking. What am I doing? All my programs, if you watch me on YouTube, Kingolatunde.S.Davids, if you watch all my videos, it's still talking that I'm talking to people. You get me now? What am I trying to do with my talk? It's not just a mere talking. It's sharing of wisdom, sharing of knowledge, sharing of experiences. It's still under talk. What are the teachers doing? They stand in front of you in the class. When I say teacher, I'm talking of lecturers. Lecturers and teachers teaching in elementary school and secondary school are all under teachers. What do? They stand in front of their students and talk to them. Share knowledge, share his knowledge and his experiences with them. The one he read in school, the one he used to do his project, the one he experiences in his working lifetime. He stand in front of the students and share with them. He's still talking. Most people don't seem to understand when they say talk. It's not cheap. A lot of people talk their way into prosperity. When you want to go for interview, what do you do there? You talk. The interviewer interview you. the interviewer interview you, we talk. What do? You too, you respond with talking. When you get the job, what have you done? You talk yourself into getting a job. It can be any job that will give you a livelihood, that your family, you and your family will live upon for the rest of your life. Most people don't understand when they say talk. It's cheap. It's cheap because you can only open your mouth. Did you hear when they say, if you want to know a fool, let him open his mouth and talk? It's still talk. Most people don't understand. When you want to hear somebody, when you want to know, you say, by their fruit we shall know them. It's not by their attitude alone. It's by mere talking. When you talk to some people, sometimes the way they will respond, you begin to wonder that I thought this guy is knowledgeable. But with the age of this guy, the way I'm talking to him now, I don't think he's supposed to respond this way. You know, there's some response that can lead to fight. There's some response that you talk to, you respond to some people's talk. Or there's a talk you talk and it will lead to fight. And you know, we only know the beginning of fight, we don't know the end. Talk is not just cheap. Talk, there are some very expensive talk. Very, very expensive talk. There are some talk you are not supposed to even say it. When you say it, it leads to chaos. It leads to war. There are some countries in Africa today, a mere talk on radio leads to killing of almost 1 million people. I don't want to mention any country here. I'm only citing an example. A mere talk. It's not as cheap as they say. If you want to say anything, you have to be very, very careful. In fact, when they say silent is golden, silent is the best answer for a fool, because a fool is talking, and if you respond, because he will not understand your response, it might lead to anything. It might lead to fight. It might lead to injury. Injury might lead to death. It's still talk. It's not as cheap as they say. How do you do your talking? Do you talk your way into prosperity? When you want to go and negotiate business, you go there and you talk to your client or your customers. That what would that lead you to? Success. When you talk well and you are able to get the business, the next thing your client or whoever owns the business will say, in fact, you are a good negotiator. It's still talk. No free talk anywhere. No talk is cheap. You don't just, if you are sensible enough, if you're a man full of wisdom, you don't just open your mouth and talk. You think before you talk. Then people will say, this man knows what he's saying. Even people will want to listen to you. People will come to seek for advice from you. What are motivational speaking doing? They talk. Life coach, what did they do? You go to their office. You know, their office, it's a profession, you know. Life coach. You go to their office, you pay, you get a form, you fill it before they will allow you in. It's not free. Then when you go there, he will guide you and teach you about what you have come for. That's what they refer to as counseling. You pay. It's not all counseling is free. Like me, I do it for free. Come in and I will guide you on so many issues. When I say so many issues, almost all issues. So it's not just mere talking. A lot of people live on talk. Some talk lead you to success. In mere talking, you go to some offices or some places, and the way you talk, the person will say, can you be my PR? You know, that's not free. Will you be my PR? Okay, apply. You submit your application, you go for interview, they screen you, you get the job. A mere talking. That's the work of PR, public relation. You get me now? It's like human resources. What do? They guide you. They talk on behalf of conglomerates and corporate institutes, corporate bodies. That you are their PR. You talk on their behalf. And at the end of the month, they pay you. You live on it as what? As your take home. Every month, your allowances, your bonuses will come with your talking. Talking is just as cheap as people say it. Most people think they say talk is cheap. Do you know how many people talk has put into trouble as we speak? A lot of people are in trouble. You go to some places, you tell somebody, probably in the midst of arguments, something that is not up to anything. A mere argument, you tell the person, I will kill you today. I will kill you. I said I will kill you. Okay, you wait and see. Anyway, I jam you. I said I will kill you. It's a mere talk. And at the moment he said so, the other person was arguing with now go out. Something now happened to that person and he now died. You that was arguing with him and was shouting on your top of your voice that you will kill him, anywhere you see him, he should run away, that is not safe, you'll be the first suspect. Then when you now say that, I'm only talking, it's just a mere talk, you are already in trouble. You are already in trouble. Look at most fights. It starts with talking. From talking to disagreement. Disagreement leads to serious arguments. From argument, they start exchanging fisticals. From fisticals to what? Weapons comes in sometimes. It starts from talking. A lot of people are in prison today. Even they themselves don't even know that. It's what they say. It's a mere talk. To them, it's a mere talk. They don't know it's very expensive talk. They are in prison today. A lot of people are dead. Some people, they might even be asking some people, why did you talk like that? But you know you are not the one that did this. Then, why did you now say that? Why did you say it? Before you say, I don't know, it's a mistake. I don't know what came over me. It's too late, man. Sometimes it's even good to be silent. It's good to be quiet. It's not everything you talk about. It's not everything you talk to. If you see 1 or 2, 3 want to bring argument between you and anybody, you keep quiet. You see that there will be this silence. The person must still be talking. But you that is angry, you that he offended, you are quiet. It will be keep quiet. Do you know sometimes when you keep quiet, the other people arguing with you will get angry? He will get angry. He was so annoyed that why won't you respond to his argument? But because you are full of wisdom, you don't just talk. You kept quiet. Now for him to keep quiet, he will not stand up, wanted to fight you. You'll be surprised that people around will hold him and even fight and even beat him up. They will now begin to ask him, this person you are arguing with is not talking. What's the problem? Haven't you said that before? Sometimes the best way to save so many issues is to keep quiet. Even so many people, okay, what are we going to talk about? Introverts. Do you know those they call introverts? They don't like talking. They always think inside themselves. They don't think outside. It's not somebody like me that is an extrovert. You have to be an extrovert to be able to be a life coach. You have to be an extrovert to be able to be a motivational speaker. You have to be an extrovert to be able to become a counselor, to counsel people. If you're an introvert, you don't do all that. Before they talk 1 or 2, 3, they get fed up of talking. And if you don't know them, you might think probably they don't want to respond. No, they are introverts. They talk one or two things, they get fed up. And I like being with them because I like talking about so many issues, so as to be able to hear your own side of it, for me to learn from. As a researcher, you have to talk. Even there are some arguments, there are some arguments that are sensible. There are some arguments you learn from. I'm not talking of argument that will lead to fight. Not argument in the drinking bar anyway. Because he's drunk and you're drunk. Both of you start argument on trivial issues. Before you know it, bottles will begin to fly. Then ambulance will have to come in, because that bottle that is flying might probably break so many heads. Might probably end up in so many's body. It starts from talking. If you watch my previous video in my Kingolatunde.S in my YouTube channels, you can check it up. I've spoken a lot about this talking. I'm only talking it from different perspectives here. Talk is not cheap. Talk is very expensive. Before you talk, you think. You don't just talk. If you see that your talk want to cause chaos, misunderstanding, argument, probably that will lead to unnecessary, unnecessary, arguments, you stop. You keep quiet. Probably you might even be joking. And not everybody can take joke. Not everybody know about joke. Some people might even start a joke, and you probably want to continue with the joke, but you don't know that he will not be able to take it. He will see it as a bully. Do you know bullying is talking? When you call people names, when you use their shortcomings to insult them, you are bullying them. Do you know how many people are in prison today? Bullying. Do you know on the internet today, as we speak, if you bully anybody, Facebook is ready to tear it off. He will block you immediately. Bully has led a lot of people to take their lives. And he's talking. You are chatting. Do you know chatting is talking? You don't know. Because whatever you are chatting and you're talking to that person, you're thinking of it in your head and you're dropping it in writing. Or you even press somewhere, whether probably WhatsApp or Messenger or YouTube or Facebook or anywhere or TikTok, and you talk to that person and it didn't go down well with the person. The next thing you begin to hear is very negative stories about the person. You are the cause. You won't know that thing you have said has led into. You don't know what some people are facing in life. That person might not even understand that you might not mean that thing you are saying. But before you know it, it might be too late. A life is lost. Some end up in the hospital. Haven't you had a doctor will be telling you, this particular person, we have given all the treatments, we know what to do. What make him happy? Does he have any friend? Does he have any close person around him that make him happy? Yeah, bring the person around. It may be his mother, father, brother, sister, friend. Bring that person around. Let the person stay close to him and chat with him. And you'll be surprised that that's what we call a soulmate. I will talk about that very soon in upcoming videos. We have what we call soulmates. When you see them, you are happy. It might not be your lover. It might not be your lover. It might not be your husband. It might not be your wife. Haven't you seen a wife married with kids? We have a male friend, always happy and you have your husband in the house. Your husband had to understand. There's nothing between them. This is what we refer to as platonic love. They love each other, but nothing can ever take them to bed. Anything sexually can never come between them. But people don't seem to understand this. Even your husband too might have a female friend. Yeah, and they are always very close. They chat. They make themselves happy. And you are married with children. You have a wife at home. Your wife too have to understand. Anything sexuality can never come between you and that kind of person. So if you are sick and doctor has done everything they can do, the next thing they will tell you, who is this person? They must have particular person that always make this person happy. Please, can you get the person? No matter who. It might be a child, it might be an adult, it might be your wife, it might be your husband, it might be your boyfriend, girlfriend, it might be a friend, it might be a colleague. Anytime you see that person, you feel happy. We call them soulmates. You see, these are the kind of people you say they watch your back if you are not there, because they believe you too can watch their back. You go there, the doctor will tell you, bring the person, let the person come and sit close to him, let them be chatting. And you will not believe that immediately that person come in and he sat down and they were talking, you see the person as if it's not the person that was sick before. They'll be so happy chatting. If from there, the doctor might even discharge the person. This same talk that you think is cheap, it's not cheap. Think before you say it. Let your talk bring you success. Let your talk lead you to prosperity. Let your talk bring peace. Somebody was telling me some time ago, a child of anybody that always separate fights, that always want to bring peace in between two people that want to fight, they call the person a child of God. That the person is always want to bring peace. Let your talk bring peace, not war. A lot of talk has caused war. A lot of talk has taken life. A lot of talk has made some people take their own life. A lot of talk has caused a lot of arguments, that so many injuries. You will not believe it. A mere talk in so many places that you never expected. Before you know it, why are you talking to me like that? Am I your mate? Am I your size? Who are you? And that will respond, you too, who are you? Before you know it, it might lead to something else. Injuries can take place. A lot of things, shedding of blood can come in. It starts from talking. What do you talk? What do you say? To who? How did you say it? To whom are you talking to? What are you talking to that person about? Talk, you see, it's so heavy. Talk carry heavy spirit, very powerful. It has a medium that you can bring to cause war and peace. But most people don't know this. Talk that you see. You talk to your wife. Is it not the same talk you talk to lure her into your life, to make her your lover? Today you're living together as husband and wife. Yeah, you are a lady. You saw a handsome guy that you cherish. You go closer to him. Hello, hi. Haven't you talk? Do you know how many hello, hi has led to both of them becoming husband and wife today, and they're having children? It's still talk. Yeah, you might like somebody, you don't know that person. Mere hello, hi will lead to a relationship that will lead to success. It's still talk. What do you talk? What do you say? How do you say it? Think before you talk. Be a good listener. They say a good listener is a good teacher. Don't just want to talk. Don't place yourself in a position you want to talk every time. No. When they say you talk too much, count your words. 1, 2, 3, talk. Keep quiet. Let those ones too talk. You'll be able to learn 1 or 2 things from them. Let your talk lead you to success. Let your talk, especially nowadays of internet. You know, sir, there are some things you say on internet. All the internet platform will block you. They will tell you are going against their community rules. They don't want trouble. Do you know how many of them have been summoned into House of Assembly, has summoned them in so many countries today? It is internet companies are in trouble just because some of people like you and I have said something that has gone against their community rules. And today they are inviting the owners of these platforms. So many countries are inviting an owner of these platforms to come and answer some queries, some answers. Why do you allow them to use your platform to do this kind of talk? Do you know what this kind of talk has caused in some countries? They have found do you know how many millions of dollars some of these platforms are paying for a mere talk? You carelessly come and talk on an internet. That is why you see most of them will tell you have gone against our community rules. They will first of all warn you. When you continue, they'll block you completely because they are paying millions of dollars as fine in so many countries as we speak. You cannot use Facebook and talk the way you like to anybody. And Facebook will be in trouble. Or you use YouTube. Is it TikTok? Or where? Is it Messenger or where? Whatever. Even there are some chat you chat on WhatsApp, you yourself will be in trouble. A lot of people have said some things as we speak today. They trace them where they are doing the talking in their house. Police just knock at their door and they were arrested. As we speak, they are in prison. Some people go up to 3 years. It's still the same talk. That's to let you know that talk is not cheap. Think before you talk. Let your talk lead you to success. You see me repeating it. Let your talk lead you to prosperity. Let your talk bring peace, not war. Learn from talking. When you are talking, count your words. Especially, except if you are teaching, lecturing, teaching, counseling, as I'm doing now, that one is different. Even me, I allow questions. This one I'm saying, I'm not just saying it. Somebody came under my platform, and give me a message in my YouTube that talk is cheap. This person has even been to prison already with over 3 years. When he came out, I never knew he has been into prison. What happened? It's a mere argument. He said something, and the person went out. Something happened to that person. They thought he was the one that did it because he argued with that person, and they took him away. He keep on begging, pleading. I didn't do it. I only say it. He said, why did you say it? Why did you say it? Be careful what you say. Think before you talk. Be careful what you say. It's not cheap. It's because it's free. You just open your mouth and put the way I'm in my corner now, on my phone now, doing this now. I'm talking now. You never knew, so you don't know you are talking to the whole world. Whatever I'm saying now, at least 1 or 2 things will be beneficial to you, to your life, to your family, to your businesses. That's why I repeat most of what I say so that you'll be able to learn from it. Think before you talk. You see me repeating it. Let your talk lead you to success. Let your talk lead you to prosperity. Let your talk bring peace, so that we all will continue to live in peace. See you in my next video. Check my YouTube, Kingolatunde.S.Davids. Kingolatunde is written together. You put dot, then S, then dot, then Davids, D-A-V-I-D. My own David have S, D-A-V-I-D-S. YouTube will give it to you. I have a lot of lectures I've done there, a lot of words of wisdom that I've dropped on YouTube. Or you check my Facebook too. You see I've done a lot of words of wisdom that I've shared there. I believe 1 or 2 YouTube will be able to learn from my talking. Then you will know I'm not just talking, or my talking not just a mere talking. My talking will bring peace, health, will bring peace, good health, will lead you to success, will lead you to prosperity, will give you rest of mind. See you in my next video. Thank you.